Elena Cardone is a former Democrat turned Trump supporter and founder of 10 Times Ladies. 10 Times Ladies. That's a lot of ladies, Elena. When you hear
Absolutely
all these titans of business, people that haven't spent their lives on college campuses making predictions that didn't come true, actually in the real world, how does that make you feel?
Well, I mean, it makes me feel really glad that Trump is going to be our president, that we have a Trumposaurus Rex out there, and I'm going to get my little Trumposaurus paws and popcorn ready to watch the show go down because, you know, these people are just complaining and hooting and hollering and trying to fit a narrative that is not actually true, and they've been exposed, and more exposure is yet to come. So I am ready. I am ready to enjoy the show.
Can you believe there's been drones peppering the skies for the last 3 weeks in New Jersey, and the sitting president hasn't said a word about it?
No, I can't believe it. And they shouldn't be worried about Trump. They should be worried about those drones. And you notice why they stay up north, because down south, if anything flies in the air, we'll shoot them down. So, you know, God bless America and our guns. But when are they going to tell us what they are, and when, more importantly, are they going to get them on the ground and stop surveilling or whatever the heck they're doing up there that they don't want to tell us about? But silencio, silence, no bueno, no good.
They're more concerned about Trump on the magazine cover. Man of the year, person of the year. I don't want to be offensive. Person of the year. Why are they so worried about that? It's just a magazine cover.
It's just a magazine cover. And, you know, it's just so degrading that, of course, they want to say, oh, he's in the same company as Stalin and whomever else, because it's one last ditch effort for them to lump him in with such heinous company. But, you know, the truth of the reality is there probably won't be in a position where they even have a job next year. So they can complain all they want, because Trump won with such a large mandate. The people are tired. They see with their own eyes what's happened to this man. And no one has made more of a difference in America recently than the future President Trump.
Well, you know what I really hope, Elena?
He should be.
I hope we don't have any more $32 million mail trucks. I think we keep the ones we have. My mail's on time. We could start Doge with that. What do you think?
Oh, 1,000,000%. I mean, come on. He's supposed to build 6,000 and only 93. Isn't that so typical? And then you run it down and it's just their buddies in politics that they're going to go try. It's just, you know, you can't, it's just unfathomable what they have pulled on the American people, and it's being exposed. And I welcome more of it, because I think it's easier to fool someone than to convince them they have been fooled. And we're finally at that phase where we're willing to see what's really existing across this country. And we're now saying, okay, no more fooling around.
All right. Well, take those little T-Rex arms, dig into your purse, give a big tip next time you're in D.C. to those bartenders, because they need it. It's been 4 years of no tipping with all those Democrat tightwads.
When I'm eating my popcorn, I'm going to be tipping. I'm tipping. No tax on tips.
No tax on tips. You got it. Have a great weekend. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.